nakita ko na may nakaka-highlight pa na ano, na parang tinapia or something pinapipisan. So, ayos po. And then, yung punctuation marks po sa mga transitional words na ginagamit. And then, hindi po, dapat di ba naka-indent yung bawat every paragraph? Hindi ko yung list po. So, justified talaga dapat yung format. So, yun lang.
Billions. Okay, ano yung title mo?
AI and the learner, exploring the relationship between artificial intelligence and programming innovation.
Okay, so what is the main problem that you are going to address?
Improper ways of using AI. Improper ways of using AI.
Improper ways of using AI. Is it really a severe problem that needed sufficient answer to address?
Yes. Yes po. Because
Ito ba isang malaking problema na kailangan natin gawa ng solution? That's why we conduct this kind of research.
opo, dahil po sa paggamit, sa tamang paggamit po ng AI ay nakakatulong naman po ito sa mga estudyante. Pero po yung sa maling gamit po ng AI, nagiging mas red. Mas nagiging depende na po sila sa AI. Kaya po hindi po yung na papahusay ang kanilang kasanayan po.
According to the nagsabi mo, yung statement na binigay mo, is it written on your reference or is it just your personal point of view?
It was by Kakiani 2024
Ano sinabi niya?
in English.
So, Latin.
Found that while AI is limiting programming skill development, it also helped learners manage work and schedule personalized AI tools and improve understanding the support long-term learning. The support current study aims to guide proper AI use by showing how AI can both help and hinder learning, depending on how it's used.
Okay, mas Mas. Pag kayo ay naglalagay ng names kasi ng mga researcher, it should be in alphabetical form. Okay. Punta tayo sa inyong SOP 1.1. Retention and cognitive skill present when learning the materials. Okay, so Sophia. So Sophia, how you are going to measure the retention and cognitive skill to the learners? How you are going to measure the retention and cognitive skills present when learning the material that you are going to provide. How you are going to attest that they are already learning with the materials that you are going to provide. Sige, paano nyo masusukat yung retention and cognitive skill dun sa inyong ginawang study? Paano nyo susukatin ito? Itong SOP 1.1. Ang nakalagay dito sa 1.1, retention and cognitive skill present when learning the material. Paano nyo siya susukatin? Ano yung material na gagamitin? May material ba kayong gagamitin? Meron ba kayong ipang-measure? Paano nyo siya i-measure? Using the questionnaire and interviews. So, sino gumawa ng questionnaires? Ano ang naging basis sa paggawa ng questionnaires?
The basis of our questionnaires.
Not you. Siya pa rin. Isang tanong pa lang yun. Doon nasa 1.1 pa lang, tinatanong ko lang paano yung process. And then, you informed us that you were going to use questionnaire. So, paano nyo ginawa ang questionnaire? What is the basis? What are the basis? Gumawa lang ba kayo basta? Or meron ba kayong oo, may validator ba kayo dito? Paano nyo binuo yung tanong? Anyone? Athena?
The basis of our questionnaires are again found in the statement of problem, of which the ways in which researchers can tell that the questionnaires will be able to properly gather the data on the cognitive skill of the learner is because the researchers had gone to several validators and sought their advice on how to better prove their study in order to gather data. Beyond this, the researchers had also conducted a pre-survey of which the questionnaire is based on.
The lawmakers in your significance of the study, Ray. One of the significance, one of the beneficiary of this research are the lawmakers. Why did they include lawmakers? Magbe-benefit ba sa research ng mga lawmakers? Why did you include them? Anong purpose? Bakit natin nilagay ang lawmakers? Biblete. Why did you include lawmakers as one of the beneficiary of this? The one who will benefit for this research? Lawmakers ba ang gagawa nun dun sa company? So, medyo malayo ang ng lawmakers. Kasi ang lawmakers, judiciary yan. So, hindi siya pwedeng isama natin dito as beneficiary. No, hindi ganun kalawak itong binakang AI study ninyo para isakupin natin pati yung trabaho ng lawmakers. So, we need to remove this one. Pakitanggal na lang. Ano na? May tapos na kalalangkan. Nga pala, wala kayong students.
Students, meron po, dun po sa first paragraph.
Pero bakit yung binigay nyo sa aming respondents ay meron siyang ito, professor who specializes in the subject related to programming education.
Para po sa, third objective po, para, at since ang professor ay matagal po silang nasa doon, malalaman po nila yung kung gaano talaga ka-relevant at sustainable ang programming education po with the integration of AI.
Okay, so ibalik natin sa student. Bakit wala sa significance yung student?
That was an error on my end po, sir, at akala ko po yung learners sa introductory paragraph ay adequate po.
Paki-indicate ang students.
Tanong ko lang, magkakaroon kayo ng output in sa study niya?
Yes po, nakakasap na po yung profit po.
Ito yung magiging output ng
Sino yung bibigyan niyo nito?
Students po.
Students? Own research yung ginawa ninyo sa paggawa ng pamphlet?
Since wala po kaming nagawang chapters for interviews po, yan po yung pinabasahan po namin dun sa RRL, tapos dun sa synthesis sections po na paper.
So, ibig sabihin,
Yan po yung iba po po pagka-conduct namin ng interview. Tapos
sa researcher pa lang yan.
Methodology. So, ang research local niya ay university and Quezon City. So, how will you conduct your research?
We will conduct our research by using the quiz acceptance technique and by finding students in the BSIT major. This is due to because of what Tilly et al. Said in 2025 that computer science students are more affected by AI than students in other educational fields. However, since our research advisor did not recommend us to use computer science students due to the limitedness of them found at the university, we had decided to do BSIT majors instead, as computer science is a branch of IT education.
Is it on-site or yung interview?
The interview shall be conducted in the university.
So, on-site. Okay. Siguro, paano na lang din, padagdag na lang din, kasi hindi siya naka-indicate dito kung on-site or online yung interview. So, ano pang sinasabi ditong semi-structured interview approach? Can you explain further what is this?
Yung semi-structured interview approach po, since may questionnaires naman po kami, doon namin po papagbasahan yung interview. Pero pag ayaw pong i-answer ng mga students yung interview, or if na-derail po yung interview, hindi na ma-ask yung questions na wala nang makukuha data pag may tuloy pa rin, parang medyo iibahin po namin yung pagka-ask ng questions or questions na ma-ask. Pwedeng mag-skip kami sa next section, or pwedeng i-rephrase namin yung question para mas makuha yung data po namin.
Okay.
Okay. What approach are you going to use? BA. What approach are you going to use? It is part of the methodology. Anong approach yung gagamitin nyo for your research? Yan ba ay analytical, descriptive, ano ba siya?
Ang gagamitin po namin approach ay descriptive dahil po yun po ang
Descriptive lang ba?
descriptive and
Literal ba na focus na ka sa descriptive approach? Ay may correlation